Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday weekend for those in the U.S. that are celebrating. We are now going to pull some cards for love in separation full reading. We're going to do our daily reading. Let's see what the energies are for those that are in a soulmate, twin flame, or just straight love interest who are now in separation and would like to see what the energies are. Spirit, what are those energies for love and separation for today? And trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And right, so what is Spirit saying? Right, you guys are all in a place of separation. Obviously, if you were watching this, because this is 11 separation. And so what Spirit's saying is that, a lot of you guys are trying really, really hard. You just want to find that special person. You're out there, you're working, but nothing ever seems to work out. And why doesn't it work out? Because you haven't accepted the situation that right now you're meant to be within yourself to start to heal. Right. And as you accept the fact that, okay, all right, I'm by myself. I don't have anybody right now, but I don't need anybody because I'm my own self and I am, comfortable within myself. Then it is the trigger, and you have to be truthful about this, right? You can't just say it and not energetically portray that same vibration, because if you're not true within yourself, the universe knows your frequency. They doesn't care about what you're thinking in your conscious mind. It's your subconscious mind that manifests it. So once you've come to that acceptance, then you're going to start to get into the energy of transforming and attracting what it is you truly are meant to have. So with that, let's look at what else we have for energies, love energies for this current connection and separation that we are channeling today. So right away, we got a whole bunch of cards popping out. And so the first one we have is the yin yang card, right? Balance. But this is the twin flame card, right? And so as you can see here, for this deck, this is the twin flame, right? It's the yin yang symbol, twin flames. Contain both aspects of male and female, and so we know right away that this is a twin flame reading that we're working with right now. Spirit's also saying respect the current relationships that you have, right? Appreciate it, right? This is why you have to trust. You have to appreciate, even if you're not in a relationship, you do have relationships. You have family, you have children, if you have kids, you have cousins, friends, family. Appreciate and respect what you have, because it's still a relationship, and even though it may not be the romantic one that you want, that energy of being in gratitude for what is present in your life at this now moment is going to help open up things and allow for new experiences to come through. Very hard to do because we're lonely. We have a lot of healing that needs to happen, and until we start delving into that healing, we're not going to get into a place where we're in a place to attract, because all we're doing is we're focusing on what we don't have, which then attracts more of what we don't have. Okay, so heart, right? You begin to feel your heartbeat faster when you're close, right? And that's telling you right here, our twin is close. That twin, if you have a twin, that soulmate, that person in separation, the one you're meant to be with, is close for you. But there are obstacles. Look for the ways around the obstacles to find happiness, right? And you're in separation, right? That's an obstacle. Why are you in separation? And so you have to start going inwards and understanding what it was that caused that separation. And when you do, you're going to start to see ways that you can change yourself and your perspective in order to allow for that not to happen again. Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, right? And the universe is in that place of, they're going to send you that same situation in a different body every time. And you don't want to be in that place of where, you are stuck in the same cycle over and over again because you're not learning, right? And the whole point is that we have to start recognizing, did I see the same behavior, the same type of activity, relationship after relationship? Well, what is that telling you? It's telling you that you need to change, not the other person, because the other person is just a mirror reflection of you and your vibration. And so you need to go inwards and understand where in that space you are, and you need to find a way to react differently. And usually what that means is heal the inner child, heal the trauma, abandonment, rejection. A lot of divine feminines are codependent. And remember, divine feminine is an energy. It is not a gender, right? And so with that, for those of you just joining, watching, I do these live every day, usually in the morning. I just got done with a live question with a co-host Susan I do on Mondays and Fridays at 8 a.m. New York time. Please join and you get some questions answered. One question answered by us, and you get two energies working, so it's kind of fun. It's a more light-hearted thing than this single stuff. If you do join and you are looking for a card or two, just put your name into the comments, and once the main read is done, I will do we'll do some individual reads, and at the same time, donations are greatly appreciated. Not required. I do ask that if you do get a read, that you will follow the channel. It helps me with the algorithms. And if you need something deep, either spiritual healing through light language or love reading that's deep for your personal situation, I do those also additionally at a charge. So with that, let's get some more love energies and messages from this connection we're channeling today. So we got a whole bunch. Spirit's pretty talkative on this deck today. So we have recognition. Someone for your past will be returning to your life soon, right? Is that your soulmate, your twin, your person? But there's a reconciliation coming down the pike, and I've seen this a lot. Soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred, right? So it comes back with that twin flame soulmate. They're just high-level soul contracts, however you want to label it. But they're coming back. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Leave your fears behind, right? And that's the obstacle, because you've got these fears, and these fears are what are preventing you from moving forward, because you're afraid, is my person coming back? What am I going to do without my person? I need my person. That's codependency. That's abandonment and rejection trauma. You need to heal that. Get rid of those fears before this frequency of love can come in. Right? Let go of the need to control. Another big one for codependency, abandonment, rejection, because your life has been so filled with trauma from a childhood on that you feel the need to control things, to know something's going to happen, to trust, to allow, and because everything was just thrown at you. It was like an IED, one IED after another mortar cat, fire in the hole, and you're so shell-shocked from all those experiences. And what Spirit's telling you is, okay, so now you had those experiences. Now it's time for you to recognize, why are you calling those experiences in? And it's probably because of some present or past life trauma that you experienced as a child. And it's now time to heal it, because if you don't heal it, you're never going to get here. Right? And past lives. You've known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past life, right? And it's just more confirmation inside of this space, right? This is where we want to go. This is things that we have to heal to get us to here. And that person, is your past life lover, past life soulmate, could be a mother or father that now is inside of your space as a twin flame, right? We all play different roles for each other, and we all travel in groups, so to speak, lifetime after lifetime, to kind of help each other out through playing different roles throughout your lifetimes. And so let's see what other energies Spirit wants to give us on this connection. See, Spirit, what else do you want to tell us about this connection we're channeling? Give me a couple more cards. Okay, so we got a stack load of cards here. And inspiration, right? So some inspiration is going to come to help you get out of that space. But you have to allow it. You have to be open for that inspiration to be shown. Spirit's been giving you signals, but you're probably not recognizing it. The relationship connecting, right? And so we're back over here, right? That reconciliation, that connection, that relationship, it's coming. It's waiting in the wings for you to work here. Okay. Finances, right? And I've seen this, and I see it every day for every read for the past couple months, and it's mostly on the divine feminine side. Those fears are around money, around future, around control, they're constraining you, and that's why your finances, your abundance hasn't flown, because you haven't released that fear of the universe will take care of me, and it's going to happen in its time that it's meant to happen. And the more you're afraid, the more you're tightening up your grip on everything, the more that this is going to be a problem for you, and it's going to keep this side from coming. Okay, break up forever, right? These endings. So there's a lot of fear around that breakup. Is that breakup forever? Is it not coming back? Is my person not coming back? Release that. Who cares? You shouldn't care whether that person comes back or not, because you should be happy within yourself. And if you're not happy within yourself, then you're going to be back here in the fear, and that's what's holding you from getting that true love, whether your person's coming back in as them as a new version of themselves, or there's a new person coming in, but you have love coming in. It's just you have all these challenges, right? And we see that within the space of the cards, right? There's challenges, obstacles. All these obstacles here are what's preventing you. So you take what you resonate out within this read, because this is, it's a general read. It's going to be a little bit for everybody who likes, follows, and shares. The more that you interact, the more that this read is going to be more closer to you. However, as you start to heal these pieces, the pieces that may resonate with you in this read, again, we're getting more confirmation. Sacred union, marriage, right? So that person's going to come in, and it's going to come in for a commitment, for a long term, something that is not fleeting, not short, not player energies. And so with that, let's get a few more romance cards to see what romance energies, and we'll get some messages as well. So Spirit, give me some romance energies on this. What are the current romance energies on this we're dealing with here? Anything else? Okay, so we got, you see those cards just flying out of the deck. And so let's see what we got here. So we have a mask, right? Not showing your true feelings, hiding, personify, personality, pretending, right? Gaslighting. Your person hasn't shown themselves to who they are, and you're probably not doing the same, right? They've sabotaged. It's a hammer, right? And what's that hammer? That's somebody who's sabotaged something, but it's on its way to rebuild, because they slammed themselves in the foot. You may have done the same, right? But there's passion and insane chemistry here. And competition, enemy, right? So sometimes third party, the snake, sometimes it means third party, and third party could be competition from work, from finances, from kids, from family, from friends that disapprove. So those are the challenges that are holding everything back. So let's now look at, what other messages do we get within this connection, and we'll get some advice. How are we gonna run through this? So let's look. Spirit, give me some messages around this, messages of love around this connection that we're channeling here. And just remember, like, follow, share, and put notifications on so you can see when this goes on. If you have a question, put it in the comment window. I will get to them after the full read. So Spirit, what else do you want to tell us? And so right away, what do we see? We see this card here that came out, sabotage, right? And what is that? I mess up the good things in my life, right? And both of you have been doing that, right? The divine feminine and masculine. And remember, divine feminine and masculine is a gender. It's not a gender. It is a energy, right? Most people think, I'm a woman, I'm a divine feminine, I'm a man, I'm a divine masculine. No, that's not how it works. It's about energy. It's about the push and the pull, the yin and the yang, and each one of you comes in with a little bit more weighted on one energy than the other when you're in a divine connection. And so part of your goal is to balance both of those energies out, so you're not divine masculine or feminine anymore. You are the twin, which is the balance of those divine masculine and feminine energies. A lot of people don't really explain this well. Chemistry. I've never felt the passion this intense. And again, look at all the confirmations we're getting within the cards. Multiple decks are all saying exactly the same thing, right? But you have this feeling of unworthiness, right? And that's why you sabotage yourself, because you don't feel you're worthy of that energy that you're feeling, that love that you're feeling, that unconditional love that you're seeing. But you're like, with all this trauma, and that trauma response is saying, hey, I don't know what to do with this. I've never had this before. It's too intense. I can't deal with it. Let me go back to comfortability. Let me go back to a place of where I'm okay. And that's generally inside of the space of trauma, right? So your divine masculine, generally he or she is now moving into a place of trauma because they're comfortable in the trauma. It's not net new territory. They don't know how to deal with the unconditional love. You're afraid of it. And a third party. There were other things that got in the way of being together, right? And this is another confirmation, third party, right? And why is that? So all these are your challenges, and over here is where you want to get to at one point, which is the love of your life. That what was it? That one movie, You Complete Me. I think Jerry Maguire or whatever. And you want to get to that place, but you can't be in the mindset of you complete me. It's I complete myself. I'm happy with myself alone or with somebody. It doesn't matter if you're leaving my life. It doesn't matter because I can still be happy. When you're in that, I need you to complete me, you're over here because you're in fear, because you're afraid that if that person is not there, then you're not complete. And that's not the case. We're all complete. So with that, let's get some direct messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Let's see what they want to say to us. Within this connection, Spirit, give me some direct messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Anything else, Spirit? And with this deck, it looks like we're only getting one. It's not you, it's me, right? So divine masculine is telling you, hey, I had some issues, and that he or she is recognizing it, that it really wasn't your fault. That a lot of why you guys broke up was their reactions and then your trauma-bound reactions to them, right? And you both had trauma responses. Most divine feminines think that they've been all healed and stuff. It's not true. Everybody still needs a lot of healing. It's a lifetime event. And you don't concentrate on whether your divine masculine is healing or not or doing the work. That's not your problem. That's their problem. It's their path to work out. And that's why you're meant to just say, I don't care if you're here or not. I don't need you to complete me. If you decide to come and heal and you decide to meet me halfway, then yeah, it's a great thing. And that's the hardest place to get to because we're so conditioned by TV and everything else that says that I need this person. I have to have this person. And that's what causes a lot of the trauma, because we believe the stories that they tell us that are meant to keep us down and out and not in a happy place. Even those happy movies that make you feel good have an undercurrent to it. I feel guilt and shame every time I think of you. And your divine masculine does feel that because they know that they had a trigger, they were unsure, and so they kind of pushed you away. They can't forget the look on your face that day, right? That time when you separated, that fight, right? It haunts them almost as if we both knew this was the end because you were worried that this breakup was forever. I don't know if you see this breakup was forever. That fear just dug into them, and they're still upset about that. Acceptance. I've accepted what happened between us, and we've apparently gone our own separate ways. And they're trying to, get out of their headspace, so to speak. They're in their headspace, and they're running these fear scenarios about, oh my God, it's over. I screwed it up. What can I do? And that's why you're not seeing any action on this side. Free will. I'm ignoring the signs and synchronicities, and Spirit is telling them, look, trust. I'm sending you signals, but you're ignoring. I have only good thoughts and feelings for you. You were the light at the end of the tunnel, and they know it. They knew there was true love in there. Even through the trauma responses, there was true love. And they're still hurting. You left me like I meant nothing to you because you had to leave them because the two of you were very toxic together because you were both mirroring each other's trauma, right? And our lives are a mirror of what the other person's reflecting, right? You reflect out to other people, or other people reflect out the energy that you put out. And so when you get triggered, you get upset by other people's behaviors, a lot of the time it's because you are actually have that have that inside of yourself, but you don't want to see it. So spirit's going to force you to see it. The universe does that. You're creating your own reality. So you're creating, energetically attracting that situation, that trigger, that person that you feel is a negative, because they're meant to help you grow by showing you where it is that you have trauma and then how do you solve it, right? So let's get to where are we in this twin flame? Because this is a twin flame reading. We've got multiple confirmations. Where are we in this journey? How how far do we have to go? And so let's see what Spirit's telling us. So we've got 2 cards, actually 3. Spirit's really talkative in this deck today. So twin flame facilitator, expansive growth. So for some of you, you may be in a relationship or have had a short relationship with somebody. And what is a twin flame facilitator? A twin flame facilitator is somebody who forces you, helps you to get past a situation you're stuck in. It's another twin flame, but it's not your twin. But they're gonna come in for a short period of time, in and out. They come in, they come out, and they're going to help you grow and help you learn a lesson that you're having a hard time learning. So they're going to bring in a way of healing to help you. It's a healing connection, unlike the false twin flame where energetically feels like a twin, and then all of a sudden, you're getting the same reactions with that separation, but they're really just callous. This one's not a callus. This one comes in and comes out. You feel good about the breakup because you just kind of energetically grew apart. But these twins in separation will go through these where you will date another twin, not your twin, and they're going to help you energetically get through a situation you can't get through, and you also are going to help them, and you guys have contracts around that to help you get to that growth that you want. So if you're seeing 4-4 a lot, you've had a short relationship, or you're in a relationship where it's fun, it's nice, it's light, but it's not going to be forever, you're probably with a twin flame facilitator at this moment. Again, another 4-4, some more confirmation, right? It's a battle of the head versus heart, which is what we're seeing here, and that's the mirror of this one here. So your person may also have been getting a facilitator as well to try to get rid of that battle of head versus heart. And at the end, we're at 11-11, right? So 4-4-4. So if you're getting quad 4s, double 4s, and you're getting 11-11, and you're seeing that a lot, that means you are in the path to that reconciliation, to the home, to your true love. And it may not be a reconciliation. It may be just a net new, your actual twin, now that you've gotten past a lot of the triggers. So if this resonates with you, we're going to get some advice from our higher selves on this. And Jenna will take that question in a few minutes. I just ask that you, follow the channel, and at the same time, just wait to the end of the read. I'm probably about 5 minutes out of finishing this main read, and then we'll get to the question. Just let me know you're still around. Okay, so what does the higher self want to tell us? What advice can we have to get us to this reconciliation, to get us to our person, that true love, that soulmate, that healthy relationship? What is required? Spirit, tell the Divine Feminine Collective what he or she needs to know to help them move forward. And what we have is rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light it will always return, right? And so we're coming right back to the original message that we got. So I'm going to slide this out and bring it back up. So our original message was trust, right? And so you're again getting multiple confirmations, multiple decks. Trust that things are working for you, not against you. Go with the flow, release the fear, and this is why this is always on the side. I always leave the stuff that's holding us back and the stuff that's moving us forward, right? And so trust. Yeah, it may seem dark, it may feel dark, you may be having financial issues, a lot of Divine Feminines are, a lot of things are going on and are pulling us down, they're trying to keep us in that low vibration, but you've got to rise above, and you've got to trust, and you've got to be in gratitude, and you've got to realize that that's just programming meant to keep you down, keep you asleep, keep you away from your true person, keep you away from that frequency of unconditional love. And so Spirit saying, your higher self is saying, trust in the timing, trust in the process. So let's get to the timing. This is the one we always want. And good morning. Smile for me. I like that. It's a great name. What is the timing, Spirit? So how do we get to that reconciliation, that commitment, that soulmate, that true love, that unconditional love? What's the timing look like if we follow that trust? Just remember with timing, it's a generality. Now, Spirit's been very talkative today with timing, and so probably going to confuse us here, but let's see what we get. First one that popped up was March, February. You're wasting your time, and patience is required. So let's decode Spirit's little cryptic response, because we got 4 cards. So the first one popped out was March and February, right? And if we look at those, these are telling us that, this is when this particular energy that we're channeling right now, if it resonates with you, great. Take what resonates. I channel for a lot of people. So the more you interact with the environment, the more you interact with the channel, more I can focus in and tune in on your frequency as well and get your specific case. Well, for many of you, this is not coming in until February, March, so around springtime of next year, because we're already past that point. However, Spirit sometimes will goof with us and say February or March, but it could be 3 years from now. And it really depends on you and how you conquer these fears and these traumas, right? If you don't, you're wasting your time, right? And Spirit's telling you, stop wasting your time. See that cat sleeping? It's not following the signs. It's ignoring everything. And if you don't, you're going to waste your time, and you're coming back another lifetime. Nothing's guaranteed until you actually choose to do the work. And last but not least, patience is required, right? And so, although Spirit may be saying February, March now, if you get to work, it may be a lot faster. And so with that, that is my main read for today for Love, Interest, and Separation. For those of you who are watching the replay on YouTube and for TikTok, then this reading ends here. Please like, follow, share, subscribe. Remember, I do some paid readings as well as light language healings. Just look at the contact information in the description of the replay. For those of you who are here waiting for a reading, I believe Jenna was first and then Smile for Me second. I just need to clean up the cards. And again, for those watching on the replay, thank you for watching. Please like, follow, share, subscribe. And if you do need a personal reading, please reach out. Same thing with a personal healing. Please reach out. Visit my YouTube healing channels as well. They're all in the description.